Guys, what's going on? It's Reaper Cloud Gaming, formerly known as CJ aka Cloud Juggalo. So, I know it's been a long time, too long since I uploaded a video, but I kind of want to get back into YouTube. I know I've said that several times, and I was going to upload, and then I disappear, and so I'm not going to promise anybody that I'm going to upload YouTube videos, but I don't know how long this video will be, honestly. But I do want to go ahead and express, my feelings over the past pretty much 4 years, how my life's been going. So, I've had videos in the past where I've talked about my exes. They even claimed that they were the greatest women in the world and wanted to marry them and all this stuff. And yeah, I was in love. I ain't gonna lie. But how can I put it? Maybe at the time I felt like I was in love, but then there was, no real love there because I was played. The reason I feel like I was played, and I'll admit, I've done things wrong myself. I'm not, my slate's not 100% clean. But, there was no real love. I mean, I'm not going to go into all the details, because you all have seen in some of my past videos, but I'm going to go and say that a lot of the relationships that I've been in didn't work out because communication, trust issues, and then, just different things. Like, you just didn't click with people. So, I know I made a video before on this channel about the girl I'm with now. And, well, that's what I want to talk about. So, the girl I'm with now, let's basically start. I'm not going to, go over a whole 4 years, but I'm going to break it down into sections, basically. So, I've had a lot of, yes, I've had a lot of arguments in my relationship. I've had times where there's been major trust issues well, not really. She's not, I don't want nobody to think she's a bad person because she's not. The girl I'm with now, I'm not going to say her full name, but Maria. She's had a lot of trust issues herself because of how she's been hurt in the past. And, I guess what I want to talk about is I want to talk about the way I feel about her. So, when you're truly in love with someone, there's bumps in the road when you're in love. But when you go over those bumps, you keep hanging on, and you still travel down that road, and you make way for somebody that, you make way for the relationship that you're in when you're really, truly in love. And that's what I'm trying to say is, I guess what I really feel is I can honestly say, and I know I've said this in the past, but I can say with a whole heart that she's my true love. And, guys, with all the dysfunctional stuff that's happened, I can say that we've made it through a lot. We're engaged, and we've been engaged since not this past November, but the November before that of 2023. I asked her to marry me, and we got engaged, and we will be getting married in the future as long as everything goes great. And as far as I'm seeing now, that she's everything to me, and I just got to talk about the way I feel about her because I don't express it. I do tell everybody in public how I feel about her, but I don't think I've deeply expressed how much I really love her, and she's everything to me, and she's my partner, my ride or die, and it's just I don't know what I would do without her because honestly, she's made my life magical. She's made me happy, and she's treated me with so much love and respect, and honestly, guys, I know I say it a lot. I know I say she's the one. Yeah, when I was talking about my exes and all that stuff, but I honestly believe that Maria is the one, and she's beautiful. I mean, she's amazing. It's just her eyes. Just I'm telling you, her eyes, man. Just her eyes can melt glaciers. Her smile can light up a sky. I mean, it's just it's amazing, guys. Honestly, I mean, it's true love, and you know, I couldn't be happier. Honestly, I mean, I know that sounds what I what I said earlier. I know it sounds like, okay, well, how are you happy when you've had dysfunctionality? Well, some people have dysfunctional relationships, but they can still find true happiness through all that, and I think that's what I've experienced with her, and she's great, guys, and I mean, I'm amazed, I'm happy, and honestly, I I don't want to hurt her, you know, I don't want to hurt me, and I think honestly that the challenges that await our future and everything, we can push through everything. Um, I'm gonna try to upload more, but I just want to say that she's the love of my life, and every time, when she comes to see me, every time I get that excited feeling in my stomach, and it's like, I'll look out the door like, 20 times, just to see if she's arrived yet, and then there's times I'll try to blow her phone up. I'll call her 10, 15 times, you know, sometimes, and it's just I don't know. I miss her. I love her, and honestly, when you're that much in love with somebody, it's just you have that one person, and they're all you think about, and you just can't get them off your mind. And you know, I look at her picture before I go to sleep. I look at her picture when I wake up. You know, people can laugh. I don't care because you know what? I'd rather them laugh at something that is real than laugh to be evil. Because honestly, our love is real, and I really do love her. And I've had my past relationships. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I've had trust issues. I used to be one of those people that was. I had a lot of trust issues. I would check when I was with somebody in the past. I would check people's phones. Give me 1 second. Uh, I had major trust issues, and it's because I've been hurt a lot too. You know, I would check people's phones, and I would sit there and I would accuse, and and there would be fights, and yeah, I'll even admit there's some relationships that could have probably turned out. I mean, I don't know how they would have turned out, but I know I'm at fault for some things because I did accuse. But I've never had a woman in my life. Have I called women names in the past? Yes, I'll admit that. Out of anger, I have. But since I've been with Maria, and well, let me go back and finish what I was saying first, and then I'll continue with that. So, yes, I've never had a woman in my life on everything I love. My mama raised me better than that. And I should never call women names. And I'm sorry for. That's the one thing I will apologize to my exes, is even though you were in the wrong, a lot of my exes, and even though you treated me like crap, I should have never called you names because I'm better than that. I should be better than how you treated me, because I wasn't raised to disrespect women like that. But with Maria, I've never called her one name. In the 4 years that we have been together, I haven't called her one name. I have never put my hands on her. I've never hurt her. I, she's my queen. and I plan on making her happy for the rest of my life. And honestly, she's everything to me. And you know, another thing I wanted to talk about real quick after I'm done with what I'm talking about now. Baby, if you watch this video, I love you. You're my everything, and just know that, you know, thank you for making my life better. Thank you for making me happy. I love you, girl. The other thing is, I had two friends, and I'm not going to talk about them being bad people because they're good people, but we had misconceptions. I'm not going to say their full name, but Mike and Christina used to be really good friends. I left a game guide over their house for a couple years. It was my Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate Edition guide. And yeah, I did ask for it back. And because the thing's worth over I think it's worth over $200, but that's not why I wanted it back. I owned the guide, and yeah, I needed the guide to play Red Dead Redemption 2 again. But we kind of left off on that, and they gave me my Diablo 3 PC Collector's Edition box set, and I didn't ask for that back, but I guess that was signaling that our friendship is over, pretty much. And, okay, that's fine. I mean, does it hurt? Yes, a little bit, because I think I was one of those friends that tried to get their attention too much, tried to want to hang out with them too much, and yes, maybe I became an annoyance. And there was a time that I didn't have much money in my pocket, and yes, they paid for dinners a lot of the time for me and bought me drinks, stuff like that when I was over their house. I didn't ask them to, but they did, and I'm thankful for that. And I've even offered to pay them back, but they declined that. But that's not the main issue. The main issue is, you know, I understand. I had some issues. I get that, but it takes two to tango. I mean, I tried reaching out several times, you know, and then it's not always on me to reach out. But every time I would reach out, there would be some reason why we couldn't hang out. And then when they tried to reach out to me, yes, me and my girl could not go and meet them because she was in Lexington and I was in another city. But anyways, yeah. So I guess, I maybe kind of I guess you would say smothering somebody when you're trying to hang out with them. But I mean, dang, when you only see your friends like once a year, you know, I mean, of course you want to hang out with somebody more than once a year. But it is what it is, man. Friendships come and go. I mean, I knew Michael when I was in school at 16 years old. And, you know, over the years he became like a brother to me. Even though we didn't communicate a lot through the years, he became a brother to me. And, okay, I'm not the greatest person in the world. I'll admit that. I mean, but I'm still a person with feelings. And, okay, when you're really true friends with somebody, you don't give up on somebody because they smother you a little bit, or, you know, because, I mean, I'm trying to figure out why, because, I mean, it's not like I begged them for anything or nothing like that. I just wanted to hang out with my friends, mostly. But, like I said, it is what it is. I lost two good friends, but life happens, man. You move on, and you move past it. And so, yeah, and that's what it is, guys. But I'm not going to get into too much talk because it is kind of late right now. I just wanted to express how I feel about my girl and my friends, or, well, former friends. But anyways, have a good one, guys. And while I can't promise you that I'm going to upload videos all the time, I will try to communicate as often as I can. But as I have always said, even though my nickname I changed to Reaper Cloud Gaming, I'm still gonna say it. Whoop whoop. Much clown love, everybody.